Davidson loves to fly. To the owner, mechanic, and lone pilot of Selway Aviation, this blustery day is much like any other.
Little blue envelopes with plastic bags in them, since it's so bumpy if you get to feeling sick.
And Hamilton Traffic Mall, 1 Bravo Yankees taxiing out to runway 34 at Hamilton.
What lies ahead is a brief but bumpy 30-minute, 50-mile flight into the wilderness.
The reason you hug the canyon wall is so if you have to turn around, you've got room to turn around and get back out.
As Steve manages the conditions, he also plays tour guide.
Right below us, that's Horsehead Arch.
While the scenery is breathtaking, wind gusts are whipping up to 50 miles an hour.
That wind's going to be just whistling through there because it gets squished down and it really speeds up. Welcome to Idaho, gentlemen.
Whoa! All right, Jace?
We're almost
queasy at all?
Almost on the ground, bud.
Minutes later, we make our approach and land on the grass airstrip near the Moose Creek Ranger Station.
I'm sure I've been in and out of here at least 1,000 times, and every time I come in, it's always different. You know, the colors are a little different, the lighting's a little different. It's always fun to come in here. It's special.
Less than 24 hours later, after a chilly night of sleep, Steve scrubs off the frost.
Clear!
And fires up the engine for a flight back home.
And 1 Bravo Yankees taking off 19 and Moose Creek be heading up to Selway.
This time, Mother Nature cooperates with a smooth ride and shines down on a countryside of steep canyon walls, high mountain lakes, rugged drainages, and 10,000-foot peaks.
What's surprising is it's right in our backyard. A lot of people don't really think about flying in here from Hamilton. You know, you go to Anchorage or Fairbanks to fly into a wilderness. You don't come to Hamilton, Montana, but in reality, this is some of the greatest country the U.S. has to offer.
30 miles from the nearest road and 50 miles from the nearest Montana town, these Bitterroot Valley friends hike into Moose Creek, a high country stream in the Bitterroot-Selway Wilderness.
It's a fishing country that hasn't changed for however many years. I'm sure the Indians definitely fish back there.
Bitterroot, I love to fish. We'll put our raft in and floating. Because you're down in that river, you can't see the highway and the roads, and so you kind of feel like you're out of it. But this is an extreme. Oh, they're on the bottom.
This day gets off to a quick start.
Can we keep it? We can eat it tonight.
Look at the color on that guy. Beautiful. I'll let this one go.
But then the action slows. Hours later, this is beginning to look like so many other fishing trips.
I just haven't seen any horizon, so I'm...
No, I haven't either.
And like so many other fishing trips, this outing is about more than just fishing.
A wolf track's gonna be, you know, more like that big around. I mean, they're huge. They're as big as your hand when you see a wolf track. That's a coyote there.
Jeff hooks into something, but it's no trout.
Do they have grayling up here?
As the mid-afternoon sun casts longer shadows, Steve decides to take it easy.
I'm just enjoying sitting here watching you fish.
Down his mouth.
Jeff finds a fly that finally works.
Here you go if you want him. You want to keep him?
What do you think, Jason?
I think it's dinner.
He does not want to come in.
Jeff delivers another trout, making the hike back to camp and dinner that much better.
Fishing was a little slow, but it was a nice day.
Finally caught a couple at the end and made Jace happy. Now he can have some dinner.